Hey, what's up guys? Kendrick Dish here, Kendrick Dish Creative and Shoot for Results. Got a new bag to look at. Pretty excited by this one. I've had this one for a couple months now and I really like it for a few things. All right guys, this is the Tenba, T-E-N-B-A, DNA series. And this is the 15 Slim. That's what it's called. Tenba DNA 15 Slim. Now they've got a whole slew of these things in different sizes for different configurations. 15 means it holds a 15-inch laptop. Slim means it's a little narrower than the regular. They've got the 13, they've got the 11, they've got the 8s, I think they've got the 10s. A whole bunch of them. They come in 5 different colors. I think it looks really professional, but it's not as technical, or it's a little more stylish than something like a Low Pro or something like that. Has some character, I think. For example, this strap right here, this doesn't actually do anything. It's just for looks. It just feels, everything about it feels like they put a lot of engineering into it. They put a lot of care into it. They made it out of really quality materials. The zippers are YKK zippers. And they also say that they're the self-healing zippers. Haven't tested that yet. I carry around a 13 MacBook Pro 13-inch, but I like having the extra space. It's got a really comfortable shoulder strap. The shoulder strap is actually really nice. The pad here slides up and down, so when it's on your body, you can actually swing around a little bit. It also is detachable. If you want, you can just take the whole thing off. It's also got these little rubber spots on it, I guess. And what that does is that keeps it from sliding. So like once it's on the fabric of your shirt, it's not going anywhere. But it can actually slide around. Let me show you like this. You can actually swing the bag this way and this way, and the shoulder pad stays in the same place. And I also really like it because sometimes when you're traveling, it'll slide off your shoulder, but this one's gonna stay on there nice and tight like that. So that's one of the things I like about this bag. This shoulder strap is pretty slick. It's made out of the same material that you might find in a seatbelt. I don't know if it's as strong as a seatbelt, but it feels like a seatbelt and it looks like a seatbelt. So it's seatbelt type material. It's also removable. Just quick little hooks like that, and you can carry it like a messenger or a briefcase style. I'm just going to take the rest of the strap off so we can look at it a little easier, but it's a good strap. So it weighs about 3 pounds. So it's a water repellent on the outside. It's made from a 600 denier helix fabric. So I don't actually know what that means. The denier is like a measurement for how dense the fiber is, but the helix, I guess, is the style of, I don't know, maybe, who knows. If you know, put it in the comments. I didn't bother Googling it. Maybe I will after this video, who knows. But it feels really good, it feels solid. It's water repellent. The bottom has a pad there. This is totally waterproof. This is a waterproof bottom. So you set it on some wet grass or you set it on a puddle or something like that, it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna seep through to get your gear wet. So that's really nice. On the outside here, it has water bottle pockets on both sides. In one of them, I've got the rainproof cover, rain cover, and it comes with it. Let's just put that on there real quick so we can see what it looks like. Pretty quick and easy. There you go, the rain cover's on there. So, one of the interesting things about the rain covers is it actually has a pass-through here, so you can actually have the strap still, you can still wear the strap. You just snap this, whoops, you just snap it, and the strap can still come through, so you can still wear it when it's got the rain cover on there. That's actually pretty smart. Anyway, I haven't used this yet. As you can see, I struggled with putting it on, but comes with a rain jacket. In the other side, I've got a water bottle. This is a pretty big water bottle. It's 24 ounces. but I actually like using a 40-ounce water bottle. This is what I use. I drink a couple of these in a day. You can kind of see the size difference here. This one, the water bottle holder is a little slim. It doesn't have much depth to it, so it's a mesh pocket, but I can get this in there, but it's not really made for something this big. I feel like it's stretching it too much, and it's, I don't know that it would actually, I think it would probably tear here and pull off. So I don't suggest a water bottle this big. This one is kind of maybe on the maximum side, but it fits in there pretty well, and I don't feel like it's gonna tear off. If you like carry a 20-ounce water bottle, that's probably what it's really made for. It has some pretty unique features for a bag. These clips here are magnetic, but they come off, they don't just come on and off. Like, you try and get this off, it's not gonna come off. There's a trick to it. You just basically just have to slide it to the side, but it doesn't have to come on from the side. It just clicks on, but it pulls off to the side. So in reality, that's pretty good for somebody who might be trying to get into your bag. They're not gonna be able to get into your bag. And if they try and pull this off, if they've never gotten into a bag like this, chances of them figuring it out within the second it takes them, you're probably gonna notice them trying to get in your bag as they fiddle with this thing. So it kind of acts as a security feature, but it also just is a double security, so your stuff is really secure in there, it won't fall out. So you get these, pull these off, they're adjustable, so depending on how much stuff you have in your bag, if you've got your bag really stuffed full, you can actually have this extended way out. And you could probably, if you're adventurous, you might be able to carry a small tripod in this section here. If you stretch these out, you might be able to get a yoga mat, if you're that type of photographer, or a small tripod, or some other piece of gear in there, maybe a jacket. So there's that, that's kind of nice. Let's tighten these back up. Okay, now once we get those off, it's Velcroed. It's Velcro. Now, it has something called silent Velcro, which means when you tear it off, when you just pull it off, that's pretty loud. But if you pull down and out, it's going to be a lot quieter. Let's try it again. That's a lot quieter. So if you're somewhere quiet, a church or a ceremony or an event or a meeting, and you just don't want to go. One of the complaints I do have about this bag is this Velcro is really strong. It actually takes quite a bit of pulling to release, and I don't know if this is just because it's a pretty new bag still for me, or if it's just really strong Velcro. So maybe Tenba, if you're listening, reduce the strength of this just a little bit so you don't have to like yank it open just to get access. So that's the Velcro. So it's double secure. You got the clips, you got the Velcro, and then you're inside. But one of the greatest things about this bag, and this is the reason I bought this one, my number one favorite thing about this bag is you can actually get into your stuff with the zipper. You don't have to flip the lid up here. You just unzip this top part, and you can access all your stuff. So I love that, and it's way easier to access your gear when you're wearing it. You can walk around with this open if you want, put the camera in and out, put your lenses in and out. It just makes it so much easier than having to lift that up. And the zippers are just so nice. The zipper pulls are actually really nice too. They got a little rubber handle on here, and it's just a nice zipper. Okay, so, and also the zippers do have, at least the main one here has a lid, a flap over it to protect it from the rain, and these front ones all do too. The back one here doesn't, but these front ones do. 2 pockets on the outside. They don't have much dimension, but they are like a quick access. Keep some keep the wireless headphones or keep the Bluetooth headphones in there, an extra USB cable. I think that's it for that one. And this one, it's a little slimmer. I actually keep the chapstick in there. But the more stuff you put in here, the harder it makes this flap to use, harder it makes it to put these things on there. So I try and keep this, minimal amount of stuff in these front pockets. Okay, so my second favorite feature of this bag is that the camera insert is actually removable. So you got your camera stuff in here, you can just pull it out like this. And you got a removable thing. So it converts between like a camera bag and just a regular bag. So we'll get into this part in a second. Let's talk about this camera insert. First of all, I haven't seen a camera insert with its own pockets. So you got a little journal, there you go. But it's got two little pockets on the outside for putting business cards or whatever you want in there. It's kind of cool. It comes with dividers, but it's a pretty traditional I use this right here as a hard drive holder, but for right now I'm using it as a camera body since I'm using my camera body right there. Got a Fuji 50 to 140 in here. This is pretty big lens. On that side, I've got Fuji 16 to 55 in here, another decently sized lens. I've got the Rode VideoMic Pro in here, big microphone. And you can kind of see how I've got it configured. Now, I actually like this bag better as just a messenger bag without the camera insert. When I'm carrying my camera gear, I'm either carrying just like a camera or I'm carrying like everything I own camera-wise. This isn't quite big enough to hold it all. So I actually like it. It's just a laptop bag. It works really well for that. Let's see what else I got in here. Got my battery for my cameras and cell phones. And I've got an iPad. Now, it comes with an iPad pocket. It's got this iPad pocket right here. It's got the laptop pocket right here. 13-inch MacBook Pro. So it would hold a 15, and then it also holds one of the smaller iPads. I don't think it will hold an iPad Pro, although I didn't check beforehand. But it's nice that it's got a special pocket for that. Now, it also has an interior flap pocket here. So this pocket here is pretty nice to hold another pile of cables and miscellaneous in here. But this thing also flips out. Now you could potentially take this and cover your camera gear like that. Does that make sense? Stick it over there so that nobody can get into your camera gear through this zipper. So like if you try and get into it like this, you're gonna meet resistance. So that's kind of an interesting idea for that pocket, for this flap. But you'll notice it's got some pockets on the outside here, pockets, and then a pen pocket. So it really has a lot of storage in here. I think that's kind of it for the interior, but I do want to point out that it's in the corners here, it's actually got fabric to protect from the weather. So when you fold it over, it actually, the rain is going to have a much tougher time getting in there. So for the weather, that makes it more challenging for that water to get in there. So that's a pretty nice feature they thought of. Okay, one thing we didn't talk about when we were talking about the strap, it comes with this additional piece. And so what you basically do is you put this extra clip here and you hook it to here. And what that does is that gives you a third point of contact around your body. So basically when you're riding your bike or you're just walking a lot, it's got the messenger across and it's also got one around your waist. So I don't carry it like that, but it's available if that's what you're into. Now on the back side, it's got something that I think is really important for bags these days because I travel. I usually throw my luggage inside of a roller and I carry the camera gear. And the camera gear gets heavy, so I sometimes want to put it on top of the roller. And I think a bag needs to have some way of sliding over the handle of the roller. So this one has this piece of that same seatbelt fabric, and you can basically just slide this over the handle of the roller, and you're good to go. So that it's, reducing the amount of wear and tear on your body. There's one more pocket here on the back for, you guessed it, your business papers. Shout out to Chase Reeves. More pockets here on the inside for just various things. This pocket doesn't have a lot of dimension, but it would hold a book, or you could put those things in there. You just got to be careful because this is what's going to be kind of up against your body, so you want to be careful of that. Now, that I think completes our tour and review of the Tenba DNA Messenger 15 Slim. I think this is a fantastically well-designed bag. I've got to give a shout out to the handle. Didn't talk about this handle. This handle feels great. It's a very comfortable handle. It's made from that same. It's made from, I don't know, kind of a different fabric. It's a I don't know what to call this. I honestly would have to look it up. But it's got a foam in here, it's stitched in, and it just is really comfortable to hold. So I think if you're interested in this bag, you should get it because it's a fantastic bag. I was very pleasantly surprised at how well thought out it was, and the quality of the materials and the stitching and the zippers and how it just feels. And I was pleasantly surprised with how it looks. Like when I was looking on the website, I was kind of like, meh. But in real life, I'm actually like, I kind of like it. I think it looks good. Okay, so that's it. Hit me with questions, hit me with comments. I'll try and answer them. If you have a bag that you like and you think is good, let me know because I'd like to get my hands on that. I just enjoy bags and I like using them and trying different ones and trying to find the perfect one. What I've come to realize is that there isn't the perfect one. It's just the perfect one for that day. And so sometimes you need a bunch. And you can see behind me, I've got a pile back there. Those are all coming up for review too. I've got some line sitting over here on this wall. So anyway, hit subscribe if you like camera bags as much as I do, and you're looking for the next perfect one for that day. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one.